MLS Mid-Season Awards 2022's Best Players and Coach so far. As MLS Week 17 comes to a close, we're at the halfway point of the 2022 season, and boy has it flown by. This juncture, among other things, allows for a period of reflection which teams are legitimate trophy contenders, which players are clear cut above the rest, which coaches are working wonders on the sidelines and training ground. There are plenty of questions still to be answered, and league dynamics could change drastically this summer and fall. But in the meantime, let's get underway on what's defined the 2022 season to date. CF Montreal are atop the Eastern Conference standings with 17 games down and 70 to go, in no small part thanks to Mihajlovic at times dominant seasons. His own 7 goals and 4 assists across 14 matches, figures that aren't higher only because of an ankle injury that's painstakingly ruled him out of the US men's national team's John windows. Even still, Mihajlovic's form with CF Montreal should keep him in contention for a call-up to the USMNT's September Cup, their final gathering period before rosters are determined for the Qatar 2022 World Cup in November. That's how influential he's been, reuniting reports of interest from across Europe about transfer abroad. In truth, Mihajlovic been a fantastic signing by CF Montreal. The 23 years old Chicago Fire FC homegrown product was acquired ahead of the 2021 season and had been highly impactful ever since, operating on the two line of Montreal 3-4-2-1 formations. Young Player of the Year, Hector Herrera. This one almost went to Magno, but is incredibly difficult to squabble with Ferreira's case. He is the early Golden Boot presented by Odi leader with 10 goals and 4 assists. Is a genuine MVP candidate has become a possible starting now. 9 options for the USMNT as the World Cup, and is playing with a level of swagger and confidence not since the home ground forward first turned pro in 2016. MLS Mid-Season Awards, the best players and managers of 2022 so far, as week 70 of MLS draws to a close. We're halfway through the 2022 season, and boy did it fly. The situation allows, among other things, a period of reflections, which teams are legitimate trophy contenders, which players are clearly above the others, which coaches work wonders on the sidelines and on the training ground. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, and the dynamic of the league could change dramatically this summer and fall. But in the meantime, let's start with what has defined the 2022 season so far. CF Montreal sits atop the Eastern Conference standings with 74 games and 72 play, thanks in large parts to Mihajlovic's sometimes dominant season. He's on the 7 goals and 4 assists in 14 appearances numbers that aren't higher solely due to an ankle injury that painstakingly ruled him out of the state's men's national team's June Windows United. Still, Mihailovic's form with CF Montreal should keep him in contention for a call-up to the USMNT September Cup. The final master period before rosters are determined for the Qatar 2022 World Cup in November. That's how influential he has been. Recently, reports of interest from across Europe over a move abroad. In truth, Mihailovic was a fantastic required for CF Montreal. The 23 years old local Chicago Fire FC product was acquired ahead of the 2021 season and has had a huge impact since, operating on the two line of Montreal's 3-4-2-1 formations. Young Player of the Year, Jesus Ferreira. His one almost went to Magno, but Ferreira's case is incredibly difficult to beat. He is the first Golden Boot presented by the Audi leader with 10 goals and 4 assists, in a true MVP candidate. Become a possible starting option now 9 for the USMNT at the World Cup, and players with a level of swagger and confidence not since the home ground striker first turned professional in 2016. If Ferreira wins the award, he would be the second consecutive FC Dallas player to do so since Ricardo Pepi won the 2021 recognitions dollars from FC Dallas to German Bundesliga club FC Augsburg. Another moment on this striker's hype train, perhaps a similar result carried away the 2021 years old in 2022. Quick note, there is a growing number of young talents in the league, which means Chicago Fire, FC Goalkeeper, Gaga, Slonina, Orlando City SC winger, Facundo Torres and many more have failed to make the cut, rank among the top 5. Margins are tight and the picking order call change quickly. Newcomer of the year, Leonardo Campana. Simply, it's hard to imagine Inter Miami's new look lineup without Campana. That's how impactful the Ecuadorian international striker has been. He's got 7 goals and 2 assists across 60 matches, earned World Cup consideration through his MLS form. Now it's important to note that Campana's been strong enough to push the club's only restored designated player, Gonzalo Higuain, to the bench. That's an Argentine legend who played for the likes of Real Madrid, Chelsea and Juventus, some of the biggest clubs in the world. It required a gassy coach in the season from Phil Neville, and it's paid off in spades. The U22 Initiative striker is on loan from Premier League side Wolverhampton when there is until the end of the year, and the Herons hold an option to buy. Certainly Inter Miami are planning to secure Campana's service in the long term. An important note, moving in the summer could drastically change the landscape for the Newcomer of the year. This is bound to happen when Hector Herrera, Lorenzo Insigne, Gareth Bale and many more are on their way to the league. Allstate goalie of the year, St. Johnson, right off the bat Only 1 point separated Clair and Johnson in the voting process, but a small advantage has benefited Johnson and its camps, and he pushes to make the USMNT World Cup roster, possibly starting alongside MLS exports Zack, Steffen and Matt Turner. His MLS Johnson has 8 clean sheets at the top of the league and is getting much needed recognition after leading the Cityzens to 2021 MLS Cup title, able to save the day with stunning variety. Johnson also captains the NYCFC.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for receive all sports news. Goodbye.